Get up here, Bill McKibben. Get up.
Well, I'll just, no. I just, it's great, good fun, I gotta say, to have Van in Vermont. Van is our great leader all over the country, and I'm glad you come to Vermont. One of the, sometimes when we're elsewhere in the country, Van make a little fun of me because I'm not quite as sartorially crisp as he is. And it's good for him to see that, you know, it's just because I reflect, well, I mean, this is a state full of stylish and elegant ladies, but men in fleece, you know, and it's so good to have you here. Let me just say, I mean, what Van said, and this goes to that question, was you know, absolutely right. We need a strong, powerful coalition doing strong, powerful things, not waiting around for someone to, whoever it is, you know, and even our friends need a push all the time. Now, you know, one of the, and we've done pretty good in Vermont on some of that, but we need to do better than we're doing here and every place else. A big part of winning any of these fights for the green economy is to get rid of the dead hand of the fossil fuel industry that makes it almost impossible to do these things. I mean, look, that's why, after 25 years of warnings from the greatest scientists on Earth, and now we don't even need the scientists. Now I mean, I was in New York on Thursday with Jim Hansen at NASA, and we were looking at the new Arctic ice data. We've broken the Arctic. I mean, we've taken one of the 3 or 4 biggest physical features on the planet and just destroyed it. And if that, you know, you don't need any chart, you don't need any graph, you just need to look. And the reason we haven't acted is because the richest industry in the world is in the way and makes it unbelievably hard, even for people like Barack Obama who might want to do something, to do something. So there's a lot of work for us to do here. I mean, we're going to be working hard in this coming year after the election on going after that fossil fuel industry and going after them directly. And, you know, we can't have Middlebury College and UVM, we can't have them investing their endowment in fossil fuel companies. We can't have the state pension funds invested in fossil fuel companies, because that's being invested in what Van described as the gray economy, the old economy, the 19th century economy. We need to be invested in the future. We need to be fighting that dead hand of the past. And it's, you know, God only knows if we've got time to do it. And really, God only really does know, but it's no use waiting around for God or Barack Obama or anybody else. We've got to do what we can, and we can do a lot. It's, you know, it's sometimes easy in Vermont because it's so nice here to sort of want to just, I mean, just say, let's stay here and make this state perfect and not think about the rest. When you think about the rest of the world, you know, we think about places that are melting, places that are going underwater. We think about places like Richmond, California, next town from Van's town, where the dead hand of the fossil fuel industry means last month a refinery in the middle of the damn city blew up, and they had to, you know, evacuate thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Thousands of people went to the hospital. You know, those are our...
Tell them what you're going to do after the election.
All right, I'll tell them what we're going to do. The night after the election, we kick off this road show all over the country, 25 cities in 25 nights, trying to kind of spark this full-on assault on the fossil fuel industry. We're doing the dress rehearsal. We're doing the dress rehearsal on October 13th at Ira Allen Chapel. That won't be perfect, but it'll look good, and y'all can come watch if you want. But we're going to need all kinds of help. We're really down to the last inning of this game, and we're down by quite a few runs. And it's a good thing that we're not all the Red Sox this season. But I'm going to get off.
Stay here. Look, can I have 3 minutes to brag on this man? Is that okay? See, you guys. Sounds good. Yeah. But listen, you guys are so used to having people like him, Mard Barlow, who's an incredible hero of mine, a huge mentor of mine. Mard Barlow, give her another round of applause. Gus Spaeth is here. Give Big Gus Spaeth a call. I just want you to understand what this guy means and what his organization did. When the Keystone Pipeline fight was going, I'm telling you, because I'm DC half my life now. That was a done deal. It was over. I talked to the people who know, and it was over, it was done. And that was going to be a dirty needle jabbed into our country from Canada, putting the dirtiest, most toxic fuel over our farmland, over our watersheds, and nothing could be done about it. There was not a single person in the administration or in Washington, D.C. at all who had the ability to stop that thing. It was a done deal. And it was going to be a catastrophe. It was a gun aimed at the head of the entire American heartland, and nobody was willing to stand in front of that bullet until Bill McKibben and those young people started to sit in front of the White House, and it turned the whole thing around. The whole thing was turned around, It was turned around because of this man's courage and because of his young people. I saw it. And you don't understand. You don't understand how hard it is to stand up in that town. People talk real big out here in Vermont. And they talk real big in Berserkly, where I'm from. And then they start walking around in those marble corridors that are way up there, and they talk to the people they've seen on TV, and those big voices start getting real tremulous. I got some education. It's hard. And nobody had ever, except for very, very far left anti-war folks, but in terms of mainstream, no one had been willing to do a sit-in anywhere near the White House with Obama there because we love him so much, because we want him to do well. There was a fear that if that happened, it would be hard for him. And this man said, no. First, let's make sure we do what's right by our children. And we're not there to call the president out. We're there to call the president up, and he did it. So give him another round of applause. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your leadership. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you, brother. Thank you.